Okay, we're here. We're live. Hi, everybody. How you doing tonight? It's Bruce here. TWB, Traveling with Bruce, for January the 15th, Monday, January 15th, Martin Luther King Day. Welcome, everyone, to the channel, the show. Hope you're keeping warm. Hope you're staying safe because across great parts of North America, where a lot of my viewers are, it's been pretty ugly. Thankfully for us, I'm not bragging, but it's pretty darn nice down here in Palm Desert, California. 68 degrees for the high today. Felt like mid 70s, pure sunshine. I had gone for a walk earlier today. Left here I think I went up for about an hour and a half, and I had a windbreaker on just loosely. After 20 minutes, I had to take it off, and I was just carrying it with just a golf shirt on and my runners on. I was too hot. It was just gorgeous. So, sorry for those of you in the upper part of the country. I know the Calgarians who watch me up in Calgary, Alberta. It has been a nasty 3-4 days, if not longer already, of bad weather. Really cold, like so cold in Calgary, Alberta, which is used to, and buildings are insulated for 30 below, 40 below weather. Calgary knows what they're doing when it comes to very cold weather, generally speaking. The power grid, the grid of the province of Alberta, which has more oil under the surface of their feet than practically Saudi Arabia. I mean, Alberta has oil, okay, natural gas, lots. They were worrying about brownouts for electricity because the demand on the system was so high that the power company appealed to the citizens of the province, and so did the government of Alberta, and the city of Calgary came on, and the radio station personalities came on and said, folks, please, can you turn off the lights in your houses? Don't you can turn the heat down a little bit, but turn off the lights, put on some candles, turn off unnecessary appliances, because we need you to help us out, because we're within 1 or 2% of browning out, and we don't want that. So the citizens of Alberta came through big time immediately. People just shutting off their lights everywhere, started putting on candles. Everyone's got candles, so candles came on everywhere, and electrical usage went down dramatically. But they had to put the appeal out for 3 days in a row because of how cold it is. Unbelievable. So I sure hope my friends in Calgary get through it. They're about done. They've just about finished with the last of the blast, I guess, the cold blast. But as I speak to you, it is 9 Fahrenheit right now, and they're going down to minus 22 tonight Fahrenheit. On Wednesday, the high will be 6 Fahrenheit. On Thursday, 2 Fahrenheit is the high temperature. Now, for those of you in the Celsius world, let me tell you what this means. Calgary right now is 13 below Celsius, going down to 30 below Celsius tonight. The high on Thursday will be 17 below Celsius, and the low is 23. But the good news, Friday, 35, 36 degrees Fahrenheit, plus 3 Celsius. And next week, Wednesday, plus 4 Celsius, about 38 Fahrenheit for the high. So the snap, the killer cold snap, looks to be over for Calgary starting Friday of this week, but they still have to endure Tuesday, Wednesday. These are long days, and they're the short days of the year. Sunset just before 5 o'clock, although the days are 20 minutes longer now than the shortest days we've had, but still not fun. You sure miss July, I'll tell you that. The stampede weather Calgary gets is glorious. 80, 83 for the high, 55 for the low. Every day, beautiful. Oh gosh, gorgeous. You put your cowboy boots on, wear a cowboy hat, go stampeding. Right now it's parka time. Anyway, welcome all of you to the channel tonight, to the big show. Glad you're here with me this evening. Here in this condo, where I'm located right now in Palm Desert, we are excited because the phone calls have come in today for Jennifer from the Eisenhower Medical Center. They're waiting for her tomorrow morning. They're going, come on in. You're getting a new hip today. Your second hip, we're going to replace it, and your life will forever be changed. And so she cannot wait. She has been just counting the days till tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow morning, she's going in for surgery. And first therapy session's Thursday. 2 days later, come on in here for therapy. Here we go. We're going to build your flexibility and your strength and give you your exercises. And it's go time. It's unbelievable. The changes that have happened in hip replacement surgery in the last 20, 30 years is unbelievable. We know relatives. We had relatives that had hip replacement surgery in the 80s and the 1990s. That surgery compared to today's surgery, you can't compare the two. It used to be a 1-week stay in the hospital. Jen goes in the morning, has her surgery a few hours later, and will be here in the condo at about 4 in the afternoon tomorrow. Right back here at the condo. There is no overnight stay unless there are complications from other factors. She will be here tomorrow in the afternoon with her unique ice machine that she has. This phenomenal machine she's got, and her meds. They want her to get up every hour or two, take a little walk around, and lie down, get a good night's sleep, and here we go. You're on the way back. It's unbelievable. Her other hip that she had done last year, pain-free, completely pain-free. It's working beautifully. The actual incision that she had last year, I don't easily see it anymore. Like you have to kind of so there it is. It's incredible how the surgery now is so unbelievable quick. It's 45 minutes on the operating table. 45 minutes. The old hip is removed. The new hip is installed. Mind blowing. Just whoa! This used to be a 5-hour operation 30 years ago. 45 minutes. So we're pumped. We're stoked up. Jen is just super excited. Can't wait to start this thing. Let's go. I'm ready, baby. Bring it on. Let's go. Anyway, so there it is. And thank you to all of you out there who have been sending very kind messages to us, private emails, comments during these shows. You guys you're of course the best. We thank you so very much. Sharon was number 1 today. She was here early. Kevin and I wish Jen all the best tomorrow for her surgery. She knew. Diane is here. I am number 3, thumbs up right now. Delaware is 27 degrees and snowing. Gas is $2.99 a gallon. We're praying for Jen's successful surgery. Robert Mailhot is here. Hello, all. Nathan is number 7. He's in the house. Gas $2.68 a gallon here. Snowy and rainy weather here today. Just yucky. Let me know what your temperature is. What's the price of gas where you are? And hit the thumbs up button for us. I want to say thank you again to all of you. Last week, you did it again. It's incredible. We broke the 100 thumbs up barrier. With all the rerunners that watch this show. You guys are awesome. So if you're watching live, hit the thumbs up button right now because that gives us even more momentum while we're on the air. And of course, if we leave the air with more thumbs ups, then YouTube promotes this rerun to more folks. But the rerunners who are watching, please hit the thumbs up button. Let me know. Make a comment in that video when you get the chance. Tell me what thumbs up number you are, because all week long I get these alerts from YouTube about this show, and it tells me, just got a message from so-and-so, and then I read the message. Hi, Bruce. Sorry, I missed you. I'm thumbs up 68. Then I get another one a little while later, a couple days later. Thumbs up number 79. And a couple days later, 92. Thumbs up 98. Thumbs up 104. We love it. I thank you. I really appreciate it. All right. We are live, and we are alive and well. We have already got 30 thumbs ups on this show from you wonderful people. There are 34 people watching. There's 30 thumbs ups. Pretty good. You guys are pretty awesome. Robert, Jen's surgery is this week, right? Yeah, tomorrow. Nathan, I hope Jennifer's procedure goes well tomorrow. Ken, hi, Bruce, Jen, and Ken and Janet from Saginaw, Michigan. The temperature in Saginaw is 9 degrees. It feels like -6. Gasoline jumped to 309 a gallon. Good evening, and number 6 on the thumbs up meter. Tom Henry, hi everybody. Hi there, Sharon, Diane, Robert, and Nathan. Robert, after reading it, it's tomorrow. Sharon, we have an exciting week. Kevin has a book talk signing at our local Barnes and Noble on Saturday. Good luck with that. Congratulations. I hope that goes really well for you. Tom Henry, Ken, ours jumped to $2.99 a gallon. I guess we have a Red Sea conflicts to thank for that. Robert, surgery is definitely tomorrow for Auntie Jen, and Tom has surgery tomorrow for his kidney stone. Good luck with that, buddy. Rocky, hi from Chesapeake, Virginia, where the temperature is 42 Fahrenheit. Gas is $2.99 a gallon. Tom Henry, Rocky, how is the James River Bridge closing affecting things down there? Sharon, condolences to Jen on the football game. Unfortunately, her Steelers were not able to overcome the Buffalo game today. The Bills won and move on, and the Steelers go home and get ready for next year. It's just the way it is. It's a brutal game. Donnell, hi all. I am number 10 tonight. Welcome and thank you, my friend Shady Hill Homestead. Hey, Bruce, Jen, number 12 here. Rocky, Tom, the JRB is too far west of Chesapeake for us to even notice. Tim Bowman, greetings from the Oosterdam, sailing the Drake Passage on our way to Antarctica. It's smooth sailing, and we have one more sailing day to reach Antarctica. Fantastic, Tim. That is awesome. I love the Oosterdam. I was on that ship in 2008. At the time, that ship was maybe 6 years old or something like that, 7 years old. Fantastic. David C. Perkins, I don't guess I will complain. It's 15 here. I guess that's pretty warm for us. Kirk Brunson's YouTube and Facebook channel. Good evening, Bruce and TWB family. Kirk from New York is here, and I'm working tonight. Kirk, number 20. Thank you, my friend. 20 thumbs up from Kirk. Cecil Philip, hi, Bruce Grenada. Lock on the blessings. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Kevin, thumbs up, number 23. Bruce, greetings from central New Jersey with light snow, 24 degrees Fahrenheit right now. On the bright side, gas is below $3 a gallon for the first time in a while. Best to you and Jen. Thank you, my friend. Tim Bowman, I am number 26 on the thumbs up meter. Cecil, Bruce, in Grenada, gas is almost $8 a gallon. Flint Creek, good luck, Auntie Jen. Looks like we'll all miss you in the morning, but for a great reason, of course. We'll all be thinking of you both. Fantastic. I'll be on the air tomorrow morning on my stock market channel. I'll get my show done in the morning and then get Jen to the hospital after that. And we'll just see how things go. Yeah, we're very eager and excited and pumped up and ready to roll. For some cruise news, I have a little bit for you here. I heard today there's some news on this ship right here. Let me show you. Ship I'm talking about. This ship right here. There is news about the Celebrity Constellation, the Constellation cruise ship. They left Tampa Bay for a cruise on January the 3rd. So that's about 12 days ago. They took off for a 1-week cruise. And they ended up with a case of norovirus on board. And it was enough. Too many cases. They had to report it. 92 cases of norovirus on board the Constellation, the Celebrity Constellation, and the ship had left Tampa Bay January 3rd. It went to New Orleans. It went to Cozumel, Belize City, and Costa Maya. And by the time they got back, 92 cases confirmed. It's the first one of 2023, the first case of norovirus for 2024, pardon me, for 2024, first of this year. Last year in 2023, there were 14 outbreaks of norovirus, 14 last year for 2023. And when I say These are reported. It means that more than 2% of passengers or crew were affected by it. And so in some cases, I had heard there was one ship with 500 cases, because this stuff spreads like wildfire. And so that came out just the other day, and we'll have to see if there's more of it. Now, I am reading and hearing quite a bit of news now about coronavirus, that dreadful killer virus. Apparently, in the United States, in the last week or two, 30,000 people, Americans, are in intensive care units in U.S. hospitals. Now, to give you some perspective, during the height of the virus breakout, 2020 range, 150,000 people were in intensive care across the United States. Right now, it's at 30,000. That's the highest level since the breakout. And apparently, there are health authorities across Canada and the USA who have been reporting a record high number of respiratory flu-like issues as well. So not only is there a new variant of the virus out there, but there are variants of the flu, which is an every year occurrence. And so elderly, the elderly and those who have weak immune systems are being urged to get their shots, like a flu shot. Jen and I, we had 2 shots. We got 2 shots before we left Canada back in about latter part of November. We had both shots done, and in Canada, it's an automatic. It is no cost to get a flu shot. There's no cost for a COVID injection. And so we just went to our Costco store. I mean, talk about convenient. You don't have to go to a hospital. You don't have to go to a clinic. We're at our Costco, and the pharmacy is right there. And Jen gets some meds once in a while, and we just went up there and said, "Are you doing shots? Are you doing flu shots and COVID shots?" They said, "Yep. Just grab that clipboard over there and fill in your name and address and phone number." So filled in my Alberta healthcare card number, and 10 minutes later, 2 shots done, finished, and no side effects whatsoever. My arm was a bit sore for a couple of days, nothing much though, like almost not noticeable. And we've been clear, no flu here, no colds, no stuffy heads, nothing. We're fine. So not that we're going out to movies and clubbing every night. It's not our style, but so far so good. Anyway, that's the story there. And we'll have to watch this. I'll be keeping an eye on this norovirus thing. And I'm curious, will there be any cruises where coronavirus breaks out? I'm curious about that, because masking is not mandatory. So I don't know. Other news, there's a rumor going around, strong suspicions. Let me show you these images. This is a picture here of the Carnival Celebration cruise ship. This is one of those, I think there's 3 now Carnival's got, maybe the 4th is under construction. A total of 5 have been ordered, if I'm not mistaken. These are the largest Carnival ships at sea. Now, I think it's been 2 or 3 years already that the first Carnival Mardi Gras ship was launched. These are the ships with the roller roller coaster on them. 5,000 to 5,500 passenger capacity, something like that. Anyway, story goes that these might not be the largest ships for very long in Carnival's fleet of ships. Interestingly, these ships here will soon be, if rumors are correct, they will be the 2nd largest class of Carnival ships in service. Because the story goes that they are in advanced talks right now with the Italian shipbuilders for four of the largest ships ever built in Italy for cruise lines. And they're talking about not this particular facility here. This is the indoor facility, I believe, in Germany, but the facility in Italy, they're talking about building for Carnival four ships of 205,000 tons each, which would be 20,000 gross tons bigger than these ships right here. 20,000 tons bigger, 10% larger, with a capacity for 7,000 passengers, 2,500 crew. Each ship is rumored to be budgeted for approximately $1.6 billion per ship. Now, I can tell you from experience, when I was doing this channel back in 2018 and 19, at that time, we were bombarded with the news of the Mardi Gras, that Carnival was going big time with a 5,000 passenger ship. The previous ship was the Panorama. They had the Vista. There was one other. And those are like 4,000, 4,400 passenger ships. Now this ship comes out with 5,000 capacity, and it's much bigger. Now they're talking 7,000 capacity. Four ships, $7 billion budget to build four new ships for Carnival Cruise Line. Is the rumor, hasn't been officially released, announced. I have no images to show you of those ships, but they're going to make the Jubilee and the Mardi Gras look smaller. Isn't that amazing? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, even with higher interest rates. They are obviously getting the only way this can happen, and the way this does happen now. If you're a cruise line and you want to build new ships, all you need to do is find out which of the shipbuilding yards need the work. This four ship contract for $7 billion, you know this is going to be a 10-year build contract for the Italian shipyard. If they get this contract, this is done. This is a 10-year deal for 50,000 employees who have to build this thing, all the people who produce parts for the ships. Just think how many television sets are going in here. How many miles of cable are going into the ship? How many couches? How many beds? How many sets of dishes? How many? You think of the whole, everything on top, just the ship, and then everything in it. $7 billion work project, and everything on those ships will be supplied through the European Union, through Italy and the 23 countries that make up the EU. And I can tell you that the financing for these ships will be financed by the governments that are affected with this. They will finance the build out of the first ship right to completion. They'll then start the second ship. The first ship will do sea trials. Carnival will not pay a dime until they get the keys handed to them. By the time Carnival gets the keys to the ship and starts to sail it with passengers, they will have pre-sold 2 years of all their voyages in advance. Carnival will be sitting on deposits of billions of dollars in deposits for this ship already. And that's how this business now is working. That's how it's done. France is doing it with those huge ships for Royal Caribbean, the Icon of the Seas and the sister ships, the Icon class. They did that with, of course, the Allure of the Seas and the other big builds. Finland is doing it. Germany is doing it, and Italy. All these countries subsidize their shipbuilders with financing, guaranteed financing for the cruise lines to take delivery of completed ships before they have to spend any money on them. And now they then get, from that point forward, a minimum 20 to 30-year financing deal at very low interest rates, very low compared to what you and I would pay for a loan. Quite amazing what's going on there. So we'll see if that comes to fruition in the next few weeks or months. Will Carnival have one of those grand announcements to make, and then artists' renditions, and then we'll get the teaser stuff. We're going to get 2 years of teaser announcements about these ships. That's how you do it. You tease the public about the first at sea. This is going to be the first time at sea. These are going to be some of the new suites we'll have, and these services never offered before, and on it goes. And of course, then they'll start coming up with these 10 to 15 cruises that are all part of the inaugural event. Big hype job, which is what they did with the Mardi Gras. It was very successful. And of course, with the Jubilee and all the other ships that they're bringing up, here we go again. So interesting. The next thing I have for you today I have some cruise deals for you. I want to show you some cruise deals, but first of all, let's see what's going on here about any other comments. Paul is asking, have you ever been to the New York cruise terminal? Just wondering, hotels and access. Well, it depends on where. There are probably 3 New York area cruise terminals. There's Bayonne, New Jersey, which is close to the Newark International Airport in that region. Lots of hotel choices not too far away from there. Of course, there are people who take a cruise out of Bayonne, New Jersey, but they get to New York 4 or 5 days before their cruise, and they hang out in Manhattan, see a play, see a sporting event, see some other sites, and then they take a combination, maybe a rail ride from New York to from Penn Station over to New Jersey, and then from there a cab to the ship. It all depends on the cruise line. Some might offer you bus service from Manhattan right to the ship. I don't know. The second terminal is it 57th Street? Is that the one? 52nd or 57th Street, something like that, which is right on the Hudson River. And that one, of course, is a cab ride away from anywhere in Manhattan. So that's a no-brainer. So you can certainly, same thing. You can come into New York a few days before, enjoy New York, and then go on to your ship. The third one is out of Brooklyn. There's a cruise terminal in Brooklyn, and I think MSC uses that one, if I'm not mistaken. And again, there's hotel availability, but there's also easy availability from Manhattan to it, if that's how you're going to do it. Sharon, there's flu, RSV, and COVID going around. I do not understand why people don't wear masks in indoor public places. It's hardly an inconvenience and reduces viral loads tremendously, she says. Tom Henry Paul, the Holiday Inn Express on West 48th Street is a good place to stay. It's 1 1/3 blocks down from 48th Street to the terminal. The elevator up the arrival level is just across 12th Ave. Sharon, I go to the movies. This is the season where they are actually good films showing, but I mask up in the theaters. There's no reason not to. Tom Henry, I would say Carnival's crazy using the Italian shipbuilder. Prima is so creaky and things are falling apart, not the solid German construction of most of the NCL fleet. Very interesting. Tim Bowman, gotta go. It's 10:30 p.m. and the pianist is terrific. Right on, my friend. Have a great time, Tim, and thank you for popping in here. Irene Benjamin, so happy you're still on the air. Which cruise ship is the better deal for April? I got some cruise deals coming up. I'll tell you about them in a minute. I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer your question. No, we'll see. Tom Henry, last I remembered, it was Carnival saying no new ships through, and I forgot the year. I was thinking this decade. So interesting. Sharon, Paul Romero, are you actually cruising out of New York City? Which port are you cruising out of? Let us know. There you go. Well, all right. I was taking a look today to see if there are any cruise deals worth mentioning to you guys that are coming up in the near kind of future. And I found 4 cruises I thought I'd mention to you that might be of interest to you guys. And to give you who are not cruising these days or are thinking of a cruise down the road, I want to give you the information here because I want you to understand it isn't what you read in the publications all the time. You've probably seen stuff like cruising is more popular now than before the pandemic, or ships are packed with passengers, that type of thing. Well, I have some cruises here that I can talk to you about that would seem to indicate to me that maybe we're not so maybe not packed on all cruises. Let's take a look at this first one. This is a Regal Princess ship, the Regal Princess from Princess Cruise Lines, 7-night ship, 7-night trip, starting on the 3rd of March until the 10th of March, and it's leaving Galveston. It's doing a Galveston return, and you can take a look right here. I'm not sure if this will work too well for me or not. Let's see if this works. There I am. Okay. So you can see how it leaves Sunday, March the 3rd from Galveston, and then March the 4th, the sea day. On the 5th, you're in Cozumel. The 6th, you're in Belize City. The Thursday, 7th, you're in Roatan, Honduras. And then you have a couple of sea days, and you get back to Galveston. Now, I bring this cruise to your attention because it is the Princess, the Regal Princess. But look at these prices. My goodness. Inside room, $439. Balcony, $474. And a suite is $679. So I mean, $50 cabin credit being offered here. If you notice, just up above my finger there, so you get 50 cabin credit on top of the other thing is that if you're a shareholder of Carnival, this is a Carnival brand. You're a shareholder of Carnival. You get I believe a $100 credit just being a shareholder of Carnival. So that's 150 cabin credit. And a suite is less than 100 a night. That is the deal. Forget the inside. Forget the balcony. Go for the suite. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Go for the suite. I thought that was a pretty good deal. Let me just double check on it. Yeah, I got another one for you here. This one here is MSC. And we're talking about the MSC Seaside. This ship leaves Port Canaveral on Sunday, February the 4th, and it's headed for, it's a 7-day cruise, and it's heading Port Canaveral return. It's going to Ocean Cay Marine Reserve for 2 days, the private island, a sea day, then Costa Maya, Cozumel, another sea day, back to Port Canaveral. That sounds like a nice little getaway cruise, where those 2 days at Ocean Cay, if those are 2 nice sunny days, you're going to love it there. The deal, though, is what we're talking about here. Let me check this. Yeah, there's the map, by the way, and here's the deal. Balcony, $649. The suite's $1119, a little pricier, but the balcony, $649. Thank you very much. They don't have any cabin credits, and it's not a publicly traded company, so you can't get any other credits. But there's your map right there. You can see it leaving Port Canaveral, heading south to Ocean Cay. It'll be warm. And then down to Mexico, it'll be very warm. It'll be a very nice timing. Again, the dates, March 3rd to March 10th. So we're talking about sunset times around 5:30, 5:45, longer than now. Okay, not bad. All right, next cruise is this one right here. No, it's not this one right here. I stand corrected. It's this cruise right here. Let me show you this map. It's a cruise on the Sky Princess, 16-nighter, Fort Lauderdale to Southampton. This is a repositioning cruise, and look at that. You go from Fort Canaveral over to the Azores and Madeira, and then into Casablanca, Seville, Lisbon, and to Southampton. The actual stops are right here. You can see the departure is March the 9th, and the ship ends up in Southampton on March 25th. And you've got 6 sea days right out of Fort Lauderdale to unwind and slowly move your clocks a little bit until you get to Ponta Delgada, then a sea day to Funchal, Madeira, a sea day, and then it's Casablanca, Cadiz, Spain, Lisbon, Portugal, 2 sea days, and bingo, Southampton. So the routine is, if you have the means and the time, You get to Miami a week before your cruise, and enjoy the Miami area, or you go to Orlando a week before your cruise and enjoy the sights of Orlando, Disney, Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, and all the other events. Go to Port Canaveral and check out the rockets and stuff. Then start your cruise from Fort Lauderdale. And once you get to Southampton on March 25, what you're going to do now is you could just fly home, but why would you do that? Oh, no, no, no. Grab a train, head into London for a week. You're not going to have to worry about the time change. The time change isn't going to be an issue for you. You'll be completely acclimatized and enjoy London and maybe Europe. Here is the deal: $690 for an inside room for 16 nights. Balcony $971. This is what's it, $60 a day, $65 a day. Hello. The suite is $1815. That's barely over 100 a night. 110, 115 a night for a suite. That would be kind of nice. So there you go. 3 budget points: 690, 971, 1815, 16 nighter. You save so much money on this cruise. You could be in Florida for a week prior, and then for the week after, at least do London. And if you really want to do something, of course, do London for 3-4 days, take the Channel train to Paris for 3-4 days, and then find a cheap flight home from there. You can always do that, or more. It's up to you how far you want to go, how long you want to be there. Very, very nice cruise, I would think. All right, I got one more for you. This one here is a little exotic, I think. This is March the 10th until April the 7th, and it's on the Queen Elizabeth Cunard cruise ship, Queen Elizabeth, Sydney, Australia to Tokyo, baby. Now, this is how it's done. Oh my goodness. Here's what you do. Okay, you let's say you're from Los Angeles. I'll just pretend you're in LA or New York, whatever, either coast. You grab an Emirates aircraft and you fly to Dubai, and then you stay there for 3-4 days. And then you grab another Emirates flight to Sydney, Australia. And if you book the two together, back to back, with a stopover, you'll get a good rate. From Sydney, you'll take the cruise, and look at that. You're going up to Cairns. Oh, by the way, you've done Dubai for 4 days, 3-4 days. You're going to do Sydney for a couple of weeks. I mean, come on. How often you get to go to Australia? Do Sydney for a week or two, see some Australia or longer. Now take the cruise, go to Cairns, and over to Alutu, I can't pronounce that, to Rabual, to Guam, and over to Japan. Let's look at this itinerary. It's right here. Look at this. Sydney, 2 nights, Cairns, Australia. 1 night, Milne Bay, Papua New Guinea. There you go. Sea day. Then another stop in Papua New Guinea and Rabual. 3 more sea days to Guam. 3 more sea days to Nagasaki. Then to this Miyazaki, Japan. You pronounce it. And then 1 sea day, then Tokyo. Then you have a sea day. Then Akita, Japan. Kanazawa, Japan. A sea day to Busan, South Korea. Sea day back to Nagasaki. A sea day back to Shimizu, Japan. And you end up in Tokyo. And now you stay 2 weeks in Japan. And you travel the bullet trains and see the rest of Japan. Do like 3 days Tokyo, and now do 10 days and enjoy the rest of Japan. We'll fly from Tokyo to Los Angeles, or one way all the way to New York, and you've gone around the world. You've done a full-blown round the world voyage and trip. Oh, let me show you the pricing on this before we drop this. This is a Queen Elizabeth, okay? 28-night cruise. 28-night cruise. Look at this. 4 weeks. $25.20 on an inside. This is a 5-star cruise line. Ocean view, $26.77. Balcony, $27.54. The difference between inside and balcony is like $200. Come on. Suite, $6,000. Might be out of your price range. But look, if you are a shareholder of Carnival, you're gonna get a $250 cabin credit for this on top of that. So $27.50 for a balcony, $250 cabin credit, and what an exotic cruise this is! 28 nights for under $100 a night on a Cunard Queen Elizabeth cruise ship. Are you kidding me? That's a deal. That is a fantastic price. Normally, Queen Elizabeth's you're talking 150 to 230 a night per cap for a balcony. You're talking almost 200 a night. This is good money. This is a good deal. There you go. 4 cruises for you to kind of ponder. You can always call your favorite travel agent or go to vacationstogo.com or whatever online booking agency you like. Yeah, if any of you ever do those cruises, let me know how it went. How did you like it? Anything wrong with the Regal Princess, the Seaside, the Sky Princess, or the Queen Elizabeth cruise ship? Nothing wrong with any of those ships. Might be a nice little way to go. Anyway, keep us posted. All right, there you go. Thank you guys. Stephen Stair, hello Bruce. 34 days before our back-to-back cruises on the Celebration out of Miami. Fabulous. How are we doing on these thumbs ups, by the way? The last time I looked, we had 30 thumbs ups. We now have 51 thumbs ups. You guys are incredible. There are 47 people here. 51 thumbs ups have come through. Thank you, all of you who have come and gone, and the rerunners out there. Your job is to get us to 100 thumbs ups. Keep those coming in, guys. Cruise Crazed Family, a great deals. BW Evening Local B, thanks for the info. Captain Stubing saying. Number 39, I think. Thanks, BW. Scott, I'm on Harmony this February, baby. Oh, yeah. The steamer is in the house. The steam and bean, bro. Steamer, what's going on? One of the original Gravy Boys. Welcome, my friend. Tom Henry. Hi there, Steamer. Steamy Bruce likes Ed. You look like Ed Broadbent. Don't say that. He just died. You're not saying I look like a dead man, are you? Are you talking about how he looked like in his prime? Maybe are you cutting me a break or what? Thank you, buddy. My goodness. In Canada, for those of you who don't know, we have 3 political parties that really dominate federal politics. We have the Liberals, the Conservatives, and the NDP. And the NDP are far left, the Liberals are sort of left of center, and then the Conservatives are to the center right. Well, NDP were led for 20 years by a guy named Ed Broadbent, and he was liked by many Canadians. They liked him. He was a practical, reasonable guy, tried to just talk plain English to people. The problem was he wasn't a liberal leader and he wasn't the conservative leader. He was the NDP, and that's the Labour Party, and they've never formed a government in Canada. They have formed provincial governments in Canada, but not federal. And unfortunately, he never became prime minister. He tried, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. He tried to become prime minister. Never. But people liked him. They really liked him. Anyway, he passed away at age 87, 88 this couple days ago. And there's going to be a state funeral held for him, which is a nice touch. Canadians will be happy with that. So anyway, that's who Ed Broadbent is, just in case you want to know. I always thought Ed Broadbent looked a lot like my father, actually, during his prime years when he was in his 50s. Ed Broadbent looked like my dad in his 50s. Totally another topic, and you don't need to worry about it. Thank you all for joining me today. Steamer, it's great to have you here from Northern Saskatchewan. I'm glad you're here. I hope you have a great week this week. We are excited here. Jen goes into the hospital tomorrow for a new hip. Hip number 2 will be done tomorrow. We are jacked and ready to go. And so a week from now, join me when we are back on the air again. Whether you're a member of this channel, if you're one of the sponsor members, you can join me next week at 7 o'clock Eastern time for an hour hangout show prior to this show, which starts at 8 o'clock. For those of you who are not members, anyone is welcome. And we'll let you know how she's doing. We'll keep you posted and figure how it's all going. Looking forward to the procedure and recovery and therapy, and our daughter's coming down here on Thursday, so it's going to be great. So thank you all for all of your kind wishes and also for condolences for Jen Steelers, who are not playing any more football this year, unfortunately, until fall. They'll have to wait. Thank you, guys. I missed you, Bruce, says Steamer. Debbie, howdy, Steamer. What's going on, buddy? Welcome all, and thank you all for joining me tonight. And again, a big thank you, shout out, and thank you, appreciation to all of you who have hit the thumbs up button. We now have 55 thumbs up buttons. Our rerunners only have to come up with 45 thumbs ups. Let me know what number you are, you rerunners, you. Make sure you make a comment. Let us know what number you are. We're going for 100. We're always going for 100, and I thank you. Robert Blend, hi from Boston. Another great show. Wishing Jen well. Thank you, my friend. We'll be here next week. We'll update you on whatever cruise news is going on, and we'll keep you posted on how we're doing. And now the countdown is on as Jen gets better and better and better starting next week as to when we go traveling and where. And we'll keep you posted. And hopefully we'll run into some of you guys as we hit the road once Jen is recovered from her second hip operation. Thank you all very much for your support of this channel. Have a wonderful week. Make sure to hug someone you love an extra long time this week. You never know when it's the last time. And thank you all from Palm Desert, California. Jen and I wishing you the best. We'll see you next Monday all. Take care. Bye for now.